I like how the intro beat is so optimistic. You know what I'm saying?
Just
Look at that. Look at that.
yeah. Yep, bagay na bagay sa entrance. Just how we want to start our podcast, man. This is our
It's, they're auto-tuned, right? They're auto-tuned as fuck, right?
Oh, I'm sure there is. I'm sure, yeah, of course. Some of
Very,
them are.
I didn't know it was 2011 and T-Pain was still king.
Hey, man, everybody is doing the auto-tune. At hinaan natin. It's put on the background. Man.
Yeah. So yeah, we're discussing. We want to listen to this song because it's like apparently it's the rage.
It is.
For all these kids who call themselves like the Hypebeast kids or something like that. I'm kind of old, so I'm not connected to my inner Gen Z, inner younger millennial, speak.
Okay, so no. I think they're ex-Bataran is still part. They're not Hypebeast.
Okay.
Because Hypebeast now, according to some people, these are medyo high-end people who can afford an original Hypebeast stuff. Like, Supreme shirts are not cheap.
How much is a Supreme shirt? I have no idea.
Okay, so
like is that their national costume ba?
I found out. So my brother bought a Supreme shirt that's limited edition. All of them are basically limited edition, but this one has Snoopy on it.
Okay.
And apparently, when he bought it, it was 7,000 pesos.
For a fucking shirt?
For a fucking shirt.
Ang mahal!
Now, so we were asking,
Goddamn,
I was
dude.
asking him, why the hell are you buying the shirt? Sabi niya, because when I go back here in Manila and I sell it, it's gonna be 14,000 pesos.
So your brother bought it for resale value.
But yeah, for resale value.
Did he really sell it or
he didn't resell it? So I was annoyed at him for that. But that's how it is.
Wait. But so it's a big brand in the US.
Okay, so
Is it a black brand? Is it an urban parang streetwear
so
brand?
I really like 2 weeks ago. I really just read up on this Hypebeast Supreme stuff because why is it so popular? Why is it so expensive?
Yeah.
So Supreme used to be a skater brand back in the 90s.
Okay.
And then, being a small brand, they would just release not a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Now, I guess, I may be off with my historical stuff, but, eventually it got a little bit, I got a lot of fame, up to the point that the bigger brands had a collaboration with them. The biggest one was Louis Vuitton.
Oh fuck, are you serious?
Yeah, Louis Vuitton had a collaboration with Supreme.
Wait. So ka-level lang ni Supreme yung Vans kasi they both marketed to skaters.
Yes.
But mas pang mayaman yung Supreme dati.
Ngayon. So,
okay.
Like
who the hell is behind? Is it an athlete? Is it a celebrity?
Or
is it just
I think it's either an American in New York.
Entrepreneurial
Yeah,
guy?
he was in New York. Or he was from the UK and then he went to New York to put up his brand. One of those two.
Okay.
And then I read up on it. I Vice. We
love Vice.
So
Vice. Shout out to Vice. Vice News. Vice Travel.
Vice ganda.
Oh fucking A.
So they did a feature on why people are. What's the craze, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about. It's really just about supply and demand. Ang baba ng supply, but the demand is just too big. That's why people really just they camp out. Like the people,
Like Star Wars, ganun.
Star Wars,
house,
Jordan
shit.
sneakers.
Oh, yeah.
Diba? They camp out and then they go in there and then they buy as many as they can.
Yeah.
And then they resell it, which is very very similar to Jordans, right? Now, parang people there
Wait lang, pero is there an official store in the Philippines that sells Supreme?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's like an official, but
it's sobrang limited edition kaya siya mahal. That's basically it.
There are limited editions, but in general, I think they just release not a lot. For example, a regular Supreme shirt, an actual original Supreme shirt, the regular one, they don't make a lot of those.
Okay.
So, and taas ang demand. So if you want an original one, you have to buy it in resale.
Okay.
And then they also released limited edition.
So I'm assuming that these kids who are wearing Supreme shirts are wearing bootlegs, right?
Of course, maybe the ones who listen to X Batala. I don't know, pare. I don't know, but maybe.
So back to topic. So is X Battalion like the national, parang yung song ba nila is the national anthem for all these kids? Parang paano nangyari yun?
Not kasi nga sabi nga nila, if you're an actual hype beast, you have money to buy these
But
Supreme shirts.
why are these kids calling themselves Hypebeast?
I don't know, pare. Like kasi like one of our friends, he said na hype beast they have money, man. They can buy Yeezys, they can buy Ultra Boost, and Ultra Boost, and then these are not cheap shoes. So Supremes are not cheap as well, diba? So an actual hype beast talaga, may pera sila, bro. They're not the ones who actually just fucking wear Supreme shirt.
I'm showing my friends now this
What's
video of Hypebeast Alabang marching along. I don't know what the street is in Alabang.
That's Philinvest.
But they call themselves Hypebeast. But it's divided per chapter, so it's Hypebeast Paranaque, Hypebeast Taguig, Hypebeast ganyan. So I'm guessing they're trying to like
get it for themselves,
absorb the brand and like say it's about them. Yeah.
I think globally, an actual hype beast has money.
Yeah, but we're not talking. Do these kids look like they have money?
No.
Exactly.
No.
So
these kids are just, what do you call it? Riding on the wave and making it their own. So basically, I think what they're doing.
I saw this video of a bunch of kids like singing X Battalion in SM. And they said they were hype beast, parang Quezon City something chapter.
So no.
Parang
So
ganyan.
these kids are stealing the actual term hype beast.
So they're
But-
repurposing it for their own needs, for their own purposes.
I think what happens is, if you go to another country, like say for example UK, and they say you're a hype beast, may pera ka.
Okay.
But if you go here, hype beast are baka mga judge.
So it's derogatory term, but
Maybe,
they wear
maybe,
it.
I'm
They
not
wear
sure.
it proudly,
Sila yung bagong judge.
They say na it's
they're
that
the
might
new
be true.
judge.
Yeah.
They're the new judge, man. They're the
Pero I
new
mean,
judge.
I appreciate it kasi like all kids naman, they wanna express themselves, right? And as far as I see online, parang their actions are limited to them singing, hanging out, dancing in malls and stuff. Hindi naman sila like magnanakaw, hindi naman sila nanggugulo, nakikipag-away. But I guess the sight of a group of like 20 plus teenagers walking together would give any concerned citizen a right to stop and like look and videotape.
And you know what's interesting though? This phenomena with Supreme, it's or hype beast in general, whether you're wearing a Yeezy and then a Supreme shirt or whatever, it's not new.
Okay.
I was actually watching a documentary on about a gang in New York in the 1980s calling themselves the Lowlifes.
Okay.
And these gangs or these crew called the Lowlifes, they're all about wearing. Remember 80s and 90s, but we would wear polo stuff. Ralph Lauren, polo sport. So this was their version. It was the original version of just people going around, really just wearing polo from top to bottom, and really collecting really the hard to find polo, limited edition polos.
So guping sila tingnan. They don't look like they're idiots.
Yes.
Like, ano mo yun? Not I'm saying that the hype people look like idiots, but if you're wearing a polo Ralph Lauren, medyo may pera ka and medyo may forma ka.
That's true.
So why are they calling themselves low lives?
That's a polo low life. But here where it gets really interesting. So this was New York.
Okay.
And then they lived in a ghetto.
Okay.
So they couldn't afford polos.
Okay.
So do you know what they did? They would start stealing polo from the stores.
Shoplifting.
And not even that. If you would wear a polo, you're riding the subway and you were flaunting your polo, people would actually steal your shirt or your shoes and you go home shirtless, shoeless.
Is this for real? This is back in the 80s?
Back in the 80s,
Ganun baka
90s.
big deal yung
Low
polo,
lives,
Ralph Lauren?
Yeah. If you remember, it also went here, diba? But not that kind of things. But we would wear polo, diba?
Pero naalala ko naman nung time natin, especially we're both 90s kids. yung uso nung 90s was hip-hop wear.
Exactly.
So it's baggy jeans, it's
Exactly.
big ass shirts,
Carpenter
jeans,
polo. It has polo on it.
Then
Tommy.
I'd get asked if I was hip hop or anti, whatever
Metal.
whatever that
Hip-hop or
means.
metal.
When in Cebu, it was like hip hop or anti. I'm like, what the fuck does anti mean? I'm like, okay, sige.
Here is hip hop or metal.
Metal, okay.
Oh, so you parang the be fines about okay, you hip hop, I'm metal. Most likely we're gonna have a fight.
Okay.
A group of metalheads and hip hop heads would usually get in fights.
Wait. So you had the hip hop look back in the 90s. Then you had the hype beast quote unquote right now. Ano yung gitna nun? Nung 2000s, ano yung suot ng mga tao? Or ito ba yung naka-emo lahat ng kids? So everyone was in skinny jeans and wearing eyeliner.
But it didn't go here. It didn't go all the way to the Philippines. Maybe the US.
I think
emo,
it did, dude. Like yung mga skater boys dyan sa... nakikita ko dati sa BGC.
So you're asking me like so this year 2017-18 the look was the hype
2018, I think.
That's the hype beast,
the hype beast, but...
And in the whole of the 90s we're just trying to be hip hop. It was
early 90s.
It was the hip hop brands actually. Rockaware, Sean John, Fubu, Lugs, Pele Pele, diba?
Yeah.
But it all originated from Polo.
Okay.
Polo, Tommy, these white brands.
Let's not forget my favorite brand, Cristiano DJ.
Oh no, that was
Ed Hardy.
No, that was
Pero
early.
medyo 2000s yan.
That was early 2000. Affliction, Ed Hardy.
Baka yun yung naging hindi
Yeah,
But hindi naman siya yung suot ng kids nung time na yun. Suot siya ng mga ka-age natin.
Yeah.
Na yung Affliction, Tap Out. Alam mo yun, yung mga fake MMA shirts na people would wear to look tough daw.
So annoying.
Hindi naman sila nag-MMA to begin with, but they're just wearing it. Ano mo yun?
Cristiano
DJ, pare. Ed Hardy, yeah.
What else?
So back to the topic of X Battalion. I mean, I hope these guys are making a lot of money kasi...
Oh, yeah, well...
Dude, like si X Battalion themselves as a band, kasi parang all these kids look up to them as their idols. So I hope sponsors are like paying attention to who this band is.
So one of my friend hired them to perform in their bar.
Okay. What the fuck?
Yeah. And you know what? They hired before X Battalion. They hired Shanty Dope and Al James, which we'll listen to later. I'll have them.
Are those locals?
Al James. These are locals.
Okay.
And then X Battalion was the most sought after, meaning yung tickets pare for the selling of that event. Finake pa.
Are you fucking kidding?
So
People actually photoshopped and Xerox.
Yeah. Kasi the bar only had a capacity of 300 people. So 300 tickets lang pinalit nila. But they found out there was an extra 200 tickets.
My God,
that's X Battalion pare. And like, so sabi ko, ano demographic? Kasi I didn't go but ano demographic na mga pupunta? So it was talagang, talagang masa, but like dads were there bringing their kids. So the kids were the ones
enjoying it.
And the guys were just drinking, waiting for the show to start.
They're probably wondering what the fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, pero tipong parang bili mo kong tickets sa X Battalion, punta tayo. Ganong level. It's like watching, I don't know, a PBA game or whatever.
I don't know. Saan galing tong banda to? Like they just busted in the scene.
Well, it's viral siya. I'm sure.
Galing, huh?
I'm sure Facebook had something to do with
Probably
it.
they were sharing it and stuff and.
So X Battalion pare, like and then when it comes to making money, I heard they got hired for that. That was last year, huh? They got hired for that late last year, mga 30,000 pesos.
Puta, okay.
That's cheap.
That's cheap. Yeah.
You know how much they are now? Because they might get them again. For their anniversary party this March.
Okay.
March or April. They're at 70 plus na.
Wow.
Good for them, man. They're hustling hard, bro. They're hustling hard.
More than 100% increase in their rate. But do they have like more than one hit? Or is this the only hit they have? Yung kinakanta ng mga bata?
I don't really listen. But I guess
I
that's
don't really
it.
listen in, yeah.
I listen, to be honest, bro. I listen more to Al James and Shut It Up. I'll listen to
I'm curious kasi parang these kids when they video themselves or they film themselves singing X Battalion, feel nila yung lyrics. Alam mo yun? Parang what number one, what is the song about? I want to know what the song is about.
I think I sent you before, right? If I'm not mistaken, the hit song "Hayaan Mo Sila" is about
Is it about love? What
it's
is it
about
about?
being heartbroken, like "Hayaan Mo Sila," like girls are like that, like.
And these kids all relate to it, or is it more? Is it more like?
Listen to it again.
Is it
Listen
more
to it
like
again.
their friends just like it? Kaya the ano mo yun?
I mean, let's see. Look how many they are, bro. We're like
They're like
10.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're like 12. 12 of them, but
it's like Wu-Tang Clan, bro.
like
The
12
Filipino
of, but
duo.
who's the main guy though?
So let's forward it a bit.
I'm
Okay.
like, how do you know which one is which? They all sound the same because it's all auto tune.
That's why 6 minutes, huh? Dahil pa lang.
Oh, because they all have to get their verse in. Oh shit, dude.
I think it's about ano eh. Ano ba? I think it's about
Being heartbroken. Well, so far kasi, it's just the physical, it's just seeing these group of kids walking together, yung nakakatakot. But as far as I know, wala naman silang ginagawang illegal or masama. They haven't
good.
they haven't like shoplifted, they haven't beaten people up, they haven't like caused a ruckus in stores. All they do is sing, and they walk together and sing, buddy.
It's cute, man. It's a subculture, I guess, and good for them, man. At least they're doing something not negative.
Yeah.
Which is good, man.
Yeah.
Positive. If it's positive, you know, it's subjective, man. We make fun of it.
Yeah.
But for them, maybe it's positive. They're not doing drugs. They may just drink. I mean,
to all our listeners, if you can send over what you know about the Hypebeast phenomenon, we would appreciate it. We'll read it in the next podcast
Not
we will
know
get,
anything.
as well as what brands of shirts do these guys wear. Like, parang sabi nga nung isang kaibigan ko, I don't think they can afford the actual
Supreme.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious, are they wearing bootlegs, or are there brands out there that are being bought by these kids? So send over your comments, send over your questions. We'll be happy to read them during our next podcast episode. All right? We're gonna close with this last line from from X Battalion.
You know for the chorus.
Di pa sabi ko sa'yo, huwag nang uulit. Ang kulit mo rin kaibigan ka. Ilang beses na ang puso mo'y napunit. Nagkagalit pag sinasabihan ka. Makinig ka sa akin.
It's so optimistic. I love it, man. It's like
It's giving
them hope. Ano
kids
man?
hope about being heartbroken, man.
Parang okay lang yan. Okay lang yung heartbroken ka.
Okay lang, yeah. Hayaan mo sila.
Shit, man, I actually like this. Parang it's very positive. It's
Hayaan mo sila, pa.
motherfuck. Motherfucker. Ito na yung chorus. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. No, hindi need
There
that.
you go, bro. Oh my god.
I think everyone can relate to this.
It's like
You know?
it's like T-Pain with Chris Brown.
Yeah. It's on a bar break.